Guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name's Simon Smith down here at JD Golf Academy at Drayton Park Golf Club, and I'm going to do a quick tutorial on a 360 club flip. Don't really know what the name is, to be perfectly honest, but it looks really cool and it is very difficult and it took me ages to learn. I definitely haven't mastered it, and yeah, that's the video I'm going to be doing today. If you don't know, guys, I'm trying to do a video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday every week. So if you're new to the channel, then please hit the subscribe button. And yeah, we're on a bit of a marathon. We're trying to do well. We haven't quite managed it yet. We've been quite good, but not quite 5 out of 5, and I feel like this week's going to be the week that I can actually do it. So thank you to everyone that has been watching the videos. So Simon, let's get into the video. I'll show you the trick and then I'll try and give you some kind of advice and tips to pull this off. It's not easy, but when you can do it, it looks awesome. Okay, before we get into this video, let me see if I can actually pull this one off. Not like that. Hey, not a bad start. Okay, so let me break down what I did there and how I did it, because it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. It's taken me so long to learn to do it, and I say I've probably got a 1 in 5 chance to actually pull that off. Yes, I have just done that 5 times to actually get the right one that works. I won't show you the outtakes. Anyway, how to do this shot. Well, in my last video, basically I talked about being able to catch the ball in the golf club and balance it. That's really important. Some of the questions I had was like loft, 56 and above is great. Using a soft ball is going to be better, but if you don't have a soft ball, i.e. like Pro V1, etc, use anything. It just makes life easier if it is. So you've caught the golf ball, and this is why it's important, okay? You can't do this trick by bouncing it, hitting it up, and then flipping the club up in the air, because you won't have enough time to spin it around and do the 360. So that's number one. You've got to learn to be able to throw the golf ball up in the air like so. The reason that's really important is because if you're throwing it up, your club's already halfway up to the top by the time the ball's in the air. The next bit you'd learn to do is actually push the club down. So rather than going like this and then trying to catch it, which takes way too long, what you've got to get used to is doing this. So you go bring the club up, push down on the handle, and it's kind of like a flick. Brings the club round really quickly, which makes it a lot easier to do this kind of trick shot. So you've got the ball on the golf club like that, you then go throw and then flick it down. And honestly, just practice that. Practice it without a golf ball. Don't worry about the golf ball necessarily. Just get used to the idea of trying to throw it and then pushing that club down. And trying to catch it without breaking your hand, because honestly, it's going to hurt when you first do this, because the amount of times you'll miscatch it, hit your knuckle, so on and so forth. So just get used to that. That's kind of my first tip. Just get used to kind of releasing the club and getting it to come around this quickly so you can then catch the golf ball. So you got used to the idea of catching the golf ball in the golf club and then throwing it up. That's the next bit. All I want you to really do is catch the golf ball, throw it up, and then just try and catch the golf ball. Don't necessarily, golf club I should say, don't worry about what the golf ball's doing. Again, break it down, make it easier for yourself. So get used to having the ball down here, throwing it up, and then trying to nearly hit myself in the face, trying to bring the club round quick enough so then you're ready to catch the golf ball. And the more you break down this, the easier it will become. So number one, number two, you have mastered. You've got the idea of getting this club round really quickly, so you're then ready to catch the golf ball coming down. The last bit, which is kind of the hardest, let's say, is kind of just getting used to having the club face pointing to the sky once you've caught it. Because what happens is you throw the club up, you can see the face twists a lot. Therefore, when the ball comes down, it's really difficult for you to then know where the face is. You get kind of an idea basically of what and where the club face is. My tip is this: when you catch the golf club for the first time or whatever, just learn to turn it upwards. Because this was obviously heavier, you're more likely to catch the golf club with the face pointing down. So what happens is that you'll do all of this, that's great, but you see the club face is pointing down. So what happens is that you keep hitting it off the shaft, and therefore it's really difficult for you to actually ever get it on the face. When you catch the golf club, get used to the idea of trying to turn the face, and when you get an idea of knowing where the club face is, you can then turn it up towards the sky. I'm not describing this very well. It's kind of just an instinct, let's say, when you're trying to do this, but it definitely took me a long time to figure this out, whereas I thought it was pure luck. It's not pure luck. The club face is going to always point downwards, to get used to the idea of catching it, turning it this way, or catching it and turning it the other way. So guys, that's kind of all I really have, to be perfectly honest. Patience and practice is going to be obviously the major key when trying to obviously complete this trick shot. And there's no way that I've perfected it, but at the same time, I've got better just by honestly trial and error. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, then please leave a like. As I said, I'm trying to do 5 videos a week, so if you don't mind subscribing, that'd be amazing. And yeah, leave a comment below what kind of trick shot you want me to kind of do a tutorial on next, and I'll try and do that. If you haven't followed myself on Instagram, go and do that, SAS Golf. Yeah, I think that's about it. Cheers guys, see you later.